Morning, depending on where you are in the world. This is Steven. This is I Live Here. It's Fonz and Steven. I'm going to tell you a story, and whilst we're waiting for Fonz to arrive, we decided that we'd both do a video for today's show, and I'm about to tell you why my video won't be displayed today. It's one of those reasons, hello, Cheryl. It's one of those things, what you have to do is plan ahead. I thought I had enough time. Normally when I do a piece for the I Live Here show, I go live on my Samsung Android phone and I broadcast to Twitch. But today, for a change, because I have this, just let me get this for you, then you can see it. Because I have this gimbal, let me get it in shot. This gimbal means that I can take steadier shots, so that you're not following in my footsteps, as it were. You're following the path that I'm taking. So I have got this gimbal, and it's a beautiful gimbal, and it's from Zion. Say hello to Kelly. And I'm just explaining, Kelly, why there's no video today. So that's the Zion Smooth 4, and all I can say is it's an awesome piece of kit, a very sturdy piece of kit. And Joel saying hello to Kelly. And basically what it does is it enables you to go out and with your phone and take steady camera shots. So that when you replay them, it's not going bobbing up and down. So armed with this at 7 a.m. Eastern, I went out and walked to the canal, and I walked away from Devizes towards London. And the idea was that I would do a short 20-minute video, which I would bring back to the show. So you can put that down there. So you'd actually be able to see it. Now, because I wasn't, sorry about that, because I wasn't broadcasting to Twitch, it means that the video is on my Android phone. And here is my Android phone. I just want to show you what's happening. And I say, right, okay. It's now just given me an error. It couldn't upload the file. So I couldn't upload the file to Google Photos. So therefore I couldn't download it to my local drive. Right, it's motorized, Cheryl. And basically, as you, I'll try and demonstrate, possibly. Okay, as you move around, the camera moves too, and you can do all sorts of wonderful whizzy things with it, and it works very well. And the video that's come out, I watched a bit of the playback on my phone, and it looks darn good, better than anything that I've done before, and comparable to Fonz's new widget. So we can take lots of video with it, but the problem is that the video is now on my phone. And I want to get the video from my phone up to Google Drive or Google Photos. And even sat next to the router, is not doing it at any great speed. Say hello to Gospel, and say hello to Gospel at the same time as we say hello to Fonz. Hello.
Hi, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just explaining why I have no video today.
You got a different colour wall.
I've got I've got a green screen.
Have you? Ah.
We're experimenting.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so experimentally green screens at the moment, and everybody's saying hello to everybody. And I'm just explaining that this morning I went out armed with my gimbal to shoot a video, and it worked rather well. But the video is actually on my phone, not on Google Drive, so I can't download it. I can't play it. So there is sorry.
I've actually got a question for you.
Yeah.
See if you can guess. Well, might be a little bit of a trick question. Okay. Every time that you look in the mirror, what do you see?
A reflection of myself.
Shall I tell you what I see?
Here we yeah, okay. I'm ready for this, Fonz. Go.
I see the Fonz.
Right. Okay, good one. Good one.
Bit different.
Can you send the video to Fonz and he can download? I can't send the video to anybody because it's 2 gigabytes and
Too big to send through phones.
Too big to send through. So my solution is that Angelica has a USB stick that plugs into the phone. Transfer the file from your phone to the USB stick in seconds, plug the USB stick into your computer and upload it to Google Photos or Google Drive, and all is good. So do have a solution, but it's not going to work today, which is why I'm apologizing for the lack of video on my part.
Well, I had a video as well, which we planned to show, but something came up this morning, and as things do, and I had to go and rush and do something else. So I've got no video neither.
We're doing well. We're batting 1,000 today.
Yeah.
I'm going to close that and hopefully it still works. I'm still here. That's good.
I could tell people what the video was about if they want, if they're interested.
Okay, tell them. Yeah, all yours.
Yeah, let us know if you're interested in knowing what it's about, because it's something a bit different. So,
okay.
I got them interested now.
You're teasing people, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to hear all about the video that you're not going to see today, but you will see next week from Fonz, then type a 1 in the comments. We'll get some interaction going. Hold
on. There might be. I'm just seeing if there is a way around this.
Okay.
No.
Right. Look, Charles said yes. What is it about? So there we are. That's your in.
Well.
Yeah.
In one of the towns that I've visited in the past. Oh, I'm big. I've grown all of a sudden. In one of the towns that I visited in the past, Royston, was there yesterday and walked past his shop. And inside the shop looked like, what looked like a car wash in this shop. And okay, how do you get the car through the door? But no, it wasn't a car wash. It was a do-it-yourself dog wash. They got this machine that you put your dog through to wash, and you put a couple of quid in to wash your dog. So I've never seen anything like that before. Don't know if anybody else has.
No, I've
got a dog washer. And I videoed it because I thought it was very different. Putting your
dog wash. Yeah, I mean, I've got pictures of. How do you wash your dog?
How do I wash it?
Yeah.
Stick it. Well, I tell you, the funny thing is, Hacker likes being washed with a shower.
Ah, right.
Loves a shower. And my other dog, Lucky, you have to really chase after her to give her a wash. She doesn't like them, but she's getting old now. We've had her for a long while. But Hacker loves a shower.
That's good. But if you don't want your dog to have a shower or a bath, you can take. You
stick it for a dog wash.
Do you actually see any dogs going through it?
No. It was the shop was empty.
Right.
Not sure why. But they had a video of a woman, strangely with an Australian accent, explaining how to use the machine. So it must be an Australian thing that's just come over this way. Have you ever seen a dog wash machine?
No,
I've seen places that do wash dogs, but they come out and they do it for you, don't they? Or you take it to them. Not an actual machine. Do you stick coins in and stick your dog through?
Now, this was my thought, and Charles voiced it. Oh my Fonz, what if the dog has a bit of a scare in the dog wash? Could be a frightening experience for them.
Totally. Totally, yeah.
Right, and
That's probably why it's not being used much. But yeah, it's just different. It's not something especially if anybody knows Royston, it's not the kind of thing that you would expect to see in Royston.
No, not high tech stuff.
Where you could expect charity shops, nail bars, and takeaway places, but that's about it. Not a dog wash.
Right, and Cheryl's saying, I would hope that you can walk along with the dog on a leash or something, so the dog.
Oh no, you just stick it in and and leave it. Strap it down. You have to strap it down.
No. I know you're a dog owner, so you would take care of your own.
Oh yeah, no, I'm joking. Or
yeah, what you need to do is to film somebody actually going through it. That would be then we know.
Well, I can honestly say, if I do film it, it won't be any of my dogs going through it.
Right, and
I'll stick with the shower with the hacker.
Okay. All right. Definitely. Okay. Now Becky's joined us, and she's saying, "Good afternoon. I've seen the vid of the dog being washed in a car wash. The dog walked. Hang on. Okay, people are joining us. The dog walked up to the brushes that were going around and stood close to it to get washed and massaged."
So right. Yeah, some dogs might actually like it. I'm a bit concerned because it only looks like it's for small dogs. So what happens? That's another question. What happens if you put a big dog through it and it gets stuck halfway?
So a St. Bernard or a German Shepherd or...
Oh yeah, I know. You know what I mean? They haven't thought this through very well, have they? Thinking about it, and they haven't put a sign on the wall saying "Do not put big dogs through."
There's obviously we need to learn more about this. It's obviously intrigued not just you and I, but everybody who's watching today. So we'll have to find the video. If we can't actually video dogs going through it, then we'll have to find the video.
Well, I've got the video. I'll have to show it. But you thought Tesco's would have been in with that one. They're the first with everything else. They've got car washes in the car park. What about?
Yeah. And Becky's saying the dog was on its own. It was a large Labrador. There we are.
Oh, about the car wash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you another funny thing about shops. We've all took a walk around Melbourne. Took you for a walk. It's a average size village in Cambridgeshire, and we've got a barber's there. A guy called Tony's done it for years. It's where I get my hair done, my beard done. Guess what's opened up? This is a village, mind you, not a town, not a city, a village. Guess what's opened right next door to Tony the barber's?
Another hairdresser's?
Another barber's.
That's like got to be the...
Yeah, so is that the most stupidest thing you've heard? And Tony does a beard trim for a £5. I'm giving him good promo here, so you better start charging me for advertising. Yeah. And the ones next door, I said, just do inquiry, like what their prices were like. How much do you do a beard trim? And they do it for £8, so they're not even undercutting him. But it's funny because every time I go past there, that his shop's packed solid, and the new ones, they're just sitting there reading papers or with their feet up. So it's just crazy. Yeah. It was just crazy.
Right.
Somebody said about Candid Camera and the dog wash. Now I'm starting to think, was it? Am I going to tune into? Am I going to tune into BBC One or something in 6 weeks and see myself looking at this dog wash machine? Because actually thinking about it, it looks like one when you walk into the building, it's just an empty building, plain walls, plain floor, and it looks like something they would do as a setup. So who knows? It could be, after all that, it could be some TV setup.
It could.
Hidden cameras on the wall and all that.
True. Becky was guessing that the second shop would have been at a 2 shop.
No,
but you just said it was a second barber's. And Charles saying this dog wash sounds like something for candid camera, and that's where you got the idea from. And Charles is agreeing with what he just said, Fonz. That's good. Just to catch up with Corinda, he asks how you are today, sir.
I'm good. Good.
And Corinda can see that I have actually bought a new green screen, although I'm not showing anything on it at the moment. In future shows, who knows? But it's there and it's ready for use.
I've got from my TV days. I've got one that the complete goes right round the walls.
Okay.
Is yours a bendy one?
Mine's a bendy one. Yes.
Yeah.
It could be classed as a bendy one.
This one I've got a complete sheet and it goes around and but they're brilliant. They're brilliant green screens. Yeah. You can do anything with them. You can easily get hold of chroma key software as well for video editing, and of course as well for live broadcasting.
This is true. This all started off with a new program that came out in November called XSplit VCam, which is a virtual camera. And basically what you can actually do is pick a backdrop, photograph, and then you just appear in front of the backdrop having calibrated your camera. And I tried it last week and it was okay, but there was, my hair was blowing. I was at Stonehenge and my hair was blowing.
You're at Stonehenge, so I can imagine it's a bit windy there.
No, but I was sat in the studio. I had Stonehenge behind me. There was no wind in the studio unless I opened the window. And the thing was, it was good, but it wasn't brilliant. So watching Brigitte Limbanda, she's got a mic and she's got Ecamm software. And you can't tell that Brigitte is not where the photo is. It's seamless. Yeah. So that's why I got the green screen, because Brigitte's got a green screen behind her. It does make all the difference.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it completely separates the two colours because it goes to the green colour. But chroma key was talking about chroma key in the 70s. It was a big thing for television because chroma key actually could revolutionise programs, especially like Blake 7 and Doctor Who and all that, because where they had little models and stuff, they could use chroma key and be on a big spaceship, even though they're not.
Oh yeah, indeed.
I think the best example of chroma key that I could give is a Doctor Who story called Death to the Daleks with John Pertwee. It's like trying to push chroma key to his extreme, basically, and not going so well.
Right. Indeed. And Kelly's just saying he sent 3 photos. We'll have them on the show next week, Kelly.
Is that another dog wash? They got a dog wash.
Right. And Gospel is agreeing with that Brigitte is... I love what Brigitte is doing with her background. So do I. I just want to emulate it. And I can. And I'll prove that later when I go live. So Kelly sent us 3 photos. How much is the camera? I'm using a C920. This gimbal that I'm using to make videos now was £99. So
it's worth every penny, though, isn't it, gimbal?
Yeah, it makes all the difference. I'm just going to try and put it down without making.
It's my birthday coming up soon. And
hint.
Yeah, no.
I'm teasing you.
You can send me one if you want, but I've already hinted to family members that a gimbal is something that I would like. And my son, who's got a bit of a sense of humour, I don't know where he gets it from, but he said I'm not going into the sex shop to get you one.
Right. Okay. We're before the watershed. Yeah. No, I know what it looks like, but it is a fantastic piece of kit. Just as a note, if you've got an iPhone, then it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I've got an iPhone.
If you've got an Android phone, then it's awesome, just awesome.
Yeah.
But it does make a world of difference, and you'll see the results next week when you also see the car wash and 3 photographs from Kelly.
No, dog wash.
All right. Okay. I'm just using. I've just got. Right. Okay. Now I'm with you. The software to create a green screen is XSplit VCam, and I'll just put that up on the agenda.
Just be careful when you're doing it, not to wear anything green because your body might disappear. You'll just be an head floating around.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I got it this time. Okay. Oh no. Yes, I think I've got it. Hang on. Oh, this is live video. Right, XSplit VCam is the one. There are two ways. You can buy it for $49.95, or you can buy the whole XSplit suite for £60.
What's included in the suite?
Right,
armchairs and sofa.
Oh yeah, the whole shebang. Everything that you actually need to go live. If you're broadcasting solo, I mean, for any more than one person on screen, it's got to be live. But if you're broadcasting solo and you want to show your desktop, you want to bring in effects, you want to play videos, you want to go live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, XSplit is the one to do it, because you can actually build up what are scenes, and using those scenes you can have in there yourself, you can have your mobile camera, you can have images, you can have videos, you can have text. Wow. So you can tell a whole story on your own, just using the software, and you can go live anywhere that you want.
Wow.
And Cheryl's saying she's getting kicked out of the video. We don't want that, Cheryl. Hopefully it will settle down. And Gospel is saying she's used the green screen and Chrome keys before when I was using OBS and before Be Live. Yep. Brilliant. In that case, you probably got all the kit, Gospel.
I've only not done live broadcasting with green screens. I've done pre-recorded stuff where I've had to sit at a table and chairs interviewing somebody and just sitting in front of it, and then they've put the background on afterwards.
Right, got you. Just like they do in the films.
Yeah. So it's like a discussion thing, talking about, well, it was actually about Cambridge in the 60s, so talking about that, and then they just superimpose stuff in the background afterwards, connected to what we were talking about.
Yeah. Well, with XSplit, you can make your own production. I'll show you. I did a show on Twitch yesterday, showing how the autoresponder software works. And I used XSplit to do it, because I was able to demonstrate things on screen and to use the green screen as well.
Well, I've got video software, so I've done it myself, where you can do pre-recorded stuff, but not. Haven't got into the live side of it yet. Well, just been too busy.
I know,
catching up.
It's the time, isn't it? That's I ran out of time with the video today because it's going to take ages to download. But I'm going to borrow Angaka's USB stick, copy it onto there, and then upload it to. So we're good for next week, is what I'm saying.
Good.
And Gospel is saying, what sort of computer can you use? The more RAM, the better. If you've got 8 gig of RAM, then you're fine. 6 gig of RAM, 4 gig, you get away with it because you're just broadcasting on your own. I think that we did the show with David yesterday, and I was using a green screen. David wasn't, and it didn't gel right. If you're doing it on your own, then all well and good. Right, now, if you're watching this now and you live somewhere, as you all do, what we'd like hopefully what we'd like you to do is to go to your photograph album and send us half a dozen photographs from the area in which you live, and then give us well, if you can send us photographs, then either join us on camera or in the
put them in the
comments.
comments below, and we can put them on next week's show.
Exactly.
That's a good tagline. Put them in the comments below, and they'll be on next week's show.
Put them in the comments below, and they'll be on next week's show. And here's another. I mean,
and if you haven't got no photos of where you live, why?
well, true.
I suggest moving then.
No. Right, and Charles back again. Good. And Peter Stewart has been doing expert this morning. He's had very helpful, constructive criticism from people we know well, and he's improving all the time.
He's the guy. Peter. He's the guy that was sitting in the middle of a garden, wasn't he, the other day?
Indeed, he was. Yeah, he's as taken with this green screen thing as I am, and we're going to do it. I mean, we don't care what other people say; just do it.
Oh yeah. The thing is, that's what you got to do. You got to do these. That's from my own experiences. That if you don't do it, you don't know. And what's there to lose? Nothing. So long as you're enjoying it.
Right, we've got a question from Gospel, which I'll have to check back on. It reminds me, have you aired part 2 of Rochester? I don't think we have. I think we need to have that ready to go. So it's going to be a busy week next week and the week after. So that's that sorted. No, you can't add pics in comments now. I know that. If you could message the pics either to myself or Fonz, that would be good. Facebook Messenger, that would be good. And Charlie is saying she's just lost her Wi-Fi and she's on the phone using data.
Hello.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
I've just got in for everybody could see me there and wondering what I was doing. I was just being informed that I've got to take my daughter to the dentist at 4:20.
All right. Okay.
And it'll be her getting the injections and not me. Poor kid.
Yeah, I think this is a change. Kelly's saying you can't put a photo in. I'm going to come back. You can't put a photo in the comments, but you can insert emoji and post a sticker. Why not a photo? I don't know whether this has just happened, because I can post a photograph. I think I can post a photograph in a group, but something seems to have happened on Pages recently, which means that it makes it more difficult. I don't know what's going on.
That's a bit of a pain, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
What's the best way for them to send the photos then? Send them to you?
Yeah, it's in Messenger. Yeah, just message me in Messenger, and the photos will get to me. Okay, and Becky is saying the Wi-Fi is terrible at the moment. Possibly UFOs going over. Oh, we're on to you. If we don't have UFOs in an I Live Here show, then we've failed.
Yeah.
So thank you, Becky. Thank you, Becky.
There you go. You see,
and we've got to make mention of Doctor Who as well.
Yep.
What else?
I'll tell you an interesting thing actually to ask people if they've heard about it, the Mandela effect. Now, I find it really fascinating, the Mandela effect. I just want to know, do you know what the Mandela effect is? You're going to look it up, aren't you?
Who, me? No, I'm just actually typing the word so it can appear on the screen.
Yeah. Well, what it is, the Mandela, it's got an E, not an A, but yeah. There you go.
Take it off
That's
now.
proof of the Mandela effect, that.
Mandala.
What it is, there's a lot of people in the world who thought Nelson Mandela died in the 1980s. And that's sort of a basis of things that aren't quite right. So some people look at something and think, I don't remember it like that. It wasn't like that. That's changed. Wait a minute, that was like that. So people are sort of noticing changes in stuff. Now, these changes could be just misinterpretation, because you've got to look at it on both sides. I'm looking at it from the middle. Misinterpretation, they thought it was that way, and it wasn't. A good example of one of the Mandela effects is the Monopoly Man. Now, here's a question. Don't Google anything. Don't look it up. People that are watching. Does the Monopoly man have a monocle? So does the Monopoly man on the Monopoly box have a monocle in his eye? There you go. Let us know and see. Well, somebody said yes, so I think that must be Steven. Wherever he's disappeared to. Hopefully he's come back. Where's he gone? Oh, it's coming back. Oh, I thought he'd been sucked into a
vortex.
Vortex, yes or no? So you think he's got a monocle? And I'm asking people.
I'm working from memory. I wasn't cheating. I was working from memory.
So, but far as you know, and it's the best way from memory. I want people to do it from memory. If he has or not. Right. So
okay,
there's no point. There's no point googling it because it won't work. It's just got to be from your memory.
Okay, Charles says yes, he does. Becky says yes. Hang on, that's right. Becky says yes. Kelly says yes. So you've got 4 votes for yes, and I do believe, or Kelly's now changing his mind, saying it's the banker who has a monocle. So, Fonz, the votes are in. We are 4-0.
Yep. Well,
the answer is
the Monopoly man does not have a monocle. He never has. If you look back right at the beginning of any Monopoly, he never has. Well, that's what he's called, the banker. But you know what I mean? I call him the Monopoly man. But he doesn't. Never have. Never has. If you Google it now, you'll find a picture of him, and he will not have a monocle. And that is proof of what people call the Mandela effect.
False memories.
Yep. So what they think it is reality has changed at some point. But like John just then, it doesn't affect. What they're saying is it doesn't affect everybody, only affects certain people, but a higher percentage of people. Now, I've started to notice it with songs as well. Some of the lyrics have changed in songs, but then again, they could be misheard lyrics as well. So you don't know what it is, but it's sort of like when I started looking into it, that actually, wow, I always thought it like this. But two sides of it, you could. What's that? Well, he needs one.
He does. Yeah.
But he look at it two sides. That it's you're just saying it's false memories. That you thought that's how it was, but it never was.
But you can't convince yourself otherwise because your memory is telling you this is how it was.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you Google, maybe later on, something to do is just Google or YouTube Mandela effect and look at all the different ones. There's some tests, and it asked you, does it, doesn't it? And I did one of those tests, and I got every single one of them wrong because.
Okay.
But whatever the reason, it's a good way of looking at things. If it's the way your mind or it's the unexplained from the Twilight Zone.
Okay, now we've got a theory from Cheryl, and she's saying, Fonz, do you think it has to do with the intelligence of the people and their imagination? Just saying.
Could well be. It could be, because what it is, I can totally give what she's saying, because me, as a person, I'm very intelligent. Joking.
Of course you are.
No, joking. I would look for what should be there. Like, so if you get something, I've gone to shops and seen like displays, and I think, well, they should put that to it, that to do it, that to it. And I suppose it's the same thing. So you look at the Monopoly man, the banker, and think, well, he should have a monocle. So far as you're concerned, he has, even though he hasn't. So that could be a reason behind it.
Indeed. Okay, and just catching up with Becky. Becky is telling a different story, and she's saying, hi, the move will go to jail. sounds like the traffic wardens in Cambridge. Are they known for being?
Some of them are really funny in Cambridge.
Right.
They do get a lot of stick. I can imagine. Oh dear, there is some. I've seen one near Jesus Green who just. I don't think I sat on Jesus Green. This was last year, and he just seemed to be walking around the path of Jesus Green for 2 hours.
Was he actually looking at cars?
No, not on Jesus Green. He weren't.
All right. Okay. Have we been there?
What, Jesus Green?
Yeah.
No, we'll have to take you. I'll tell you what I will try and this is if it's not, well, it won't be on a Tuesday, but in the summer the events like Strawberry Fair and that, and I'll go down and video some and we can put them on here. So
that's a good idea.
Get everybody to come along to Strawberry Fair and places like that, and the Winter Fair. But they're a weekend thing, so we wouldn't be able to do it live.
Right, and Charlie's saying, yes, I do agree, Fonz. It is our perception and creative ways of how we see things.
Yeah, I think it's more likely than that, than parallel universes crossing over. But it's an interesting theory.
So it is. So it is. Are we going to you?
The good thing is you could write a book on the back of that.
Indeed. Right, so where do we plan to go in the coming weeks?
To Goggingworth. Oh no, they don't exist anymore. That's the Mandela effect.
Okay, nice one. All right.
I don't know. Okay. I've got. I don't know where I've got to be. Places.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Cambridge. That's a good question. Anywhere in Cambridgeshire. So asking people to look on a good old English map and look around the old Cambridgeshire farm areas and the old country and see if there's anywhere that they'd like me to go.
Right, okay. Just so that we know, and this is to take note of from Canada. Kelly is saying Sarnia Lambton has been named amongst the world's top 7 intelligent communities. And obviously Kelly's just saying that. And then a question from Cheryl. Is, when you mentioned Strawberry Fields then, is that...
A Strawberry Fair. That's a Mandela effect again.
Strawberry Fields is Liverpool, isn't it, sir?
Yeah, it's, I tell you, it was a Salvation Army building, Beatles, John Lennon. I'll tell you about that song, where he goes, it's nothing to get hung about. The story is he used to climb the wall and nick the apples, and his Aunt Mimi used to say to him, "You're going to get yourself hung for doing that." So there you go.
It's all to put John off scrumping.
And that's why he says it's nothing to get hung about.
Okay. And we're all going back to Strawberry Fields forever. I mean, you can hear the song playing now, can't you?
Yeah.
And the refrain that, you know, you just need to hear a few bars and you are in Strawberry Fields.
Definitely. Very, very iconic song, Strawberry Fields. Yeah. It completely different way of recording music. It's got backwards tracks in it, everything. It's the other track that Lennon did is Being. A lot of people call it For the Benefit of Mr. Kite. It's actually called Being for the Benefit. And if you listen to the outtakes in the studio, John Lennon gets quite upset with somebody. He goes, for the benefit of Mr. Kite. He goes, it's for the being. So, but actually, the organ bit in the middle, Lennon sat, and back then he didn't have digital recordings. He actually sat and chopped up loads of different tapes with organ music and rejoined them. So it's just gibberish bits of organ music that he put together in the middle section, which is brilliant.
Right. Okay. Now, do you want to take a moment? Let's just take a moment to advertise, because you have a radio show on Sundays, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Tell us
Yeah.
more.
It's on Sundays. You can
Thank
hear
you.
it on the radio. Now, what you need to do to listen to this is North Herts FM. Now, that's North Hertfordshire. But if you're outside North Herts, you can still hear it due to modern technology called the internet. And what you need to do is go on their website, northhertsfm.com, and go there on Sunday, 1 p.m. UK time, and it's also repeated on a Monday at 8 p.m. And basically, it's not about Cambridge history, because that would be silly, because it's an Hertfordshire radio station. It's actually about news and music from that very week, so in history. So start off with a track from, say, like 1950, go right up through the different years, playing a track from each week from that very week in history, and throughout the show hearing news headlines from that very week as well. So it's called The Music, The Headlines.
Okay, yeah.
And hopefully it could be interest to people. So
it's well worth a listen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, anyway.
I think too. Right, we've got and Becky's been reminiscing, listening to Abbey Road, and a moment ago,
great album.
Charles said, "Interesting Fonz, love that," and I'm just getting up to date. Gospel is meeting up with Sarah and has a question. We wondered if you want us to show some parts of Rochester. Yeah. Would we? Yes, please.
Yeah. We need stuff. Do you want to have us chatting then?
Yeah, indeed. We wouldn't have to.
We won't be talking about the Mandela effect, UFOs, strawberry fields forever, or anything like that.
Right. Okay. And Charlie's saying, I saw one of Fonz's Friday shows on history. It was excellent. Little quiz and golden nuggets of history. Really makes your brain work. So there you have it for review. Yeah. So your review is there. Your review is there.
Don't take my word for it now. If you want to find out about history, go to facebook.com/the Cambridge Historian on Fridays at 8 p.m. and you'll see my history show. And we're talking about Buck Ruxton at the moment, the savage surgeon, and how he thought he was going to get away with murdering his wife and maid. So, but we come to the conclusion this week. Dun, dun, dun.
So watch the replay of last week's show and then be there live on Friday.
That's right.
Right, catching up with the comments. And Charles saying she would love it. Okay, and Kelly's saying, right, so, okay, Kelly listened to the show as well over the weekend.
What, to my radio show?
No, this is to your history show.
Oh.
So, yeah. And Charles saying she loved it. And she's also got the original vinyl album that Becky was listening to as well.
Oh, okay. Abbey Road. I've got all the originals of the Beatles. You can't. The funny thing is, I've got all the originals, and they recently re-released them on vinyl, and I didn't want to play the originals, so I re-brought new copies as well, just to listen to them on vinyl.
Brilliant. I've got Ogden's Nut Gone Flake.
Oh, you remember you saying that? That's a brilliant album. Small Faces.
Yeah, I'm gonna Small Faces. Right. Okay. Now the important news is that Becky says it would be lovely for Gospel to do more from Rochester, and Gospel saying okay.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Stuff.
Awesome.
Good.
Brilliant.
Good. So fingers crossed. Less chat, more watching.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. And Becky's lips are sealed. You're lucky on that one. And
what's that? I'm lost.
I don't know.
Oh, the radio show. Wow.
Yeah, Kelly's listening to the radio show.
Wow.
Becky says it's vinyl. And Kelly's saying it's old school songs. You can't beat them, Kelly.
No,
you can't.
no, you
You
can't.
really can't. I mean, we're fortunate to we can go back to the 60s.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we can replay.
Well, I'm a massive, of course, Beatles, Pink Floyd, and all that, and of course, like Small Faces, you were saying, but somebody,
Trogs.
oh yeah, Trogs, Reg Presley, and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like when I talk about music, like people really, because I'm only 23, so
Yeah, I know. Yes, Herman's Hermits. I'm going to put that out there.
Oh yeah, he was in Coronation Street, the guy in Herman's Hermits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But where was I saying anyway? Confused myself now. Big fan of Buddy Holly. Now, I find his recording techniques were pioneering, like double tracking, vocals, guitars, and one of his techniques that he did, which is really thinking out the box, was using a cardboard box as drums on Not Fade Away and Baby I Don't Care. So they've got no drum kit, they're just using the cardboard box. And another one is Peggy Sue. And he's actually, in the song, he's playing an electric guitar, but it's not plugged in. He's just got a microphone wired up to the strings of the electric guitar on full gain, and he's just strumming along. And then when it comes to the instrumental, somebody just flicks it on and then does that and flicks it on afterwards. And I think it's brilliant. Had a lot of ideas. I think he would have gone on to do a lot more, really. And for somebody who's been dead 60 years, you know what I mean, and still quite iconic person in music, really. And he was only famous for 18 months.
Incredible. Music lives on, but it's not the day that music died, which is what Kelly said.
No, well, it is. That's what they say, because it's Don McLean who wrote
American
Pie, which is about the death of Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Because February made me shiver with all the papers. He's talking about Holly in that song.
Right.
But it's with other people.
Right. Now, catching up on the comments, Becky's saying we need a music show.
We can't do that. This because Facebook could probably cut it straight off.
Can you play snippets of a song? I mean, I know people who have regular shows playing music.
Yeah,
don't get pulled off.
I've seen stuff, that you can have it, but then somebody else will come along and they get cut straight away. I think it's just here and there, isn't it? Because they've got a recognition system. So as soon as a system picks up something that it might be, then, and sometimes I suppose a few things goes past the radar.
Right, and we struck a chord with Cheryl. She's saying, "Oh my goodness, the Trogs, Herman's Hermits live! Oh, we've set something off here. I could be a professional groupie of my music." Brilliant. Yeah. We'll take a trip down memory lane with music, but there won't be any music.
Well, we could chat about, or we could chat about music groups. We'd probably do a special show.
Yeah, we could.
Not I Live Here, the music we loved.
Indeed. Now, I've forgotten to bring something with me today, which was a graphic. Fonz and I, along with Brigitte Limbanda from Cape Town, will on Friday, get rid of that, on Friday the 26th, we're doing a 5-hour charity video broadcast.
Is it moved? I thought it was the Tuesday.
Sorry, Tuesday, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I always work with a co-host. Tuesday, the 26th of February, from 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, we will be promoting charities of people who broadcast with us. And if you've got a charity that you want to promote on the show, then you can join in at any time between 9 a.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. on the 26th of February, which is Tuesday. Thank you, Fonz. And you can bring along anything you'd like to talk about your charity. You can give us a link as to how people can donate to your charity.
Yeah.
It's all about charity. It's a 5-hour show. We'll be pushing it and publishing it.
I thought it was 12 hours.
That's just a rumor. We've done the 12-hour one. We're just doing a 5-hour one.
I actually heard that you wanted to outdo me and do a 64-hour show.
Not today. Not today. Not on the 26th. Tuesday, 26th of February, 9 a.m. Eastern. Join Fonz, myself, and Brigetti, and promote your charity. Okay, catching up in the comments, which are coming thick and fast now. Long time ago. Becky's got the troubles on vinyl too.
Time ago.
Joel mentioned Don McLean and loving Buddy Holly.
Oh, Buddy Holly. Hold on. I wonder if I'll be back. Be back in 1 second.
Okay. Right, Fonz is going to be back in 1 second. I can literally say that he's left the stage, but he'll be back in a minute. And Gospel is saying it would be lovely. I wonder about the copyright, though. And that's the biggest problem on Facebook, as we were saying, that you can get your show pulled and your right to broadcast pulled as well. So we'd have to take care of that. Fonz is back now, and I'm going to hide the comment and bring Fonz back.
Let's have a see that this works. People probably can't see. It's a bit out of tune, and my headphones.
Well, you can play it live. Go.
I'm a bit rusty. Wonder if anybody can guess what that song is. It's completely out of tune because I need to tune it.
No, you just needed to hear a few bars of it. So we give people time to guess. And whilst you're guessing, okay. And Gospel's saying, Cheryl's saying it sounds great. Gospel's saying it's very nice. Thumbs up.
It didn't this end.
What the dogs? Everybody's complaining. And Becky's saying Peggy Sue. So I think,
it was
quite close.
The
so
middle
there you
bit,
are.
yeah.
Now that's what you could do. That's what we could do. We could do the show.
I've got.
We won't get pulled. We won't get pulled.
I'll have to perform all the songs. Now we're talking about Jimi Hendrix. So Fonz is going to play Purple Haze. On what? No.
What's in your repertoire? Well, don't tell us. Just surprise us.
Well, no, I only do. I'm not. An expert. I leave that to Jason Bruce. But I play a bit Buddy Holly, bit of Elvis. It's just a bit of fun. It's like when you just want to chill out. I have written a few of my own songs, which are quite funny.
Okay.
Like comical songs. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, you got a brand new washing machine or something like that. I can't remember.
Okay.
Silly things.
I got a brand new combine harvester is the original. Carry on.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
Okay,
something.
it is Fonz. You being asked to do another one. You've got to do an encore, right?
I don't know what to do now. Oh God.
Well, Fonz is thinking about an encore. Catch up.
Hold on, I'll be back in a sec then.
Fonz will be back in a sec. He's going to prepare for a second. This is brilliant. I love this improv. And Fonz is setting himself up in the background. We love the fact that you join along with all this. And I'm waiting for a thumbs up from Fonz. He's practicing in the background. He's got his headphones on, and he's going to come back now. Are you ready for this? This is Fonz Chamberlain, and name that tune.
If I don't get tangled up here, I'm just going to play a little bit of the song. Remember, it's out of tune because I haven't tuned my guitar in about 6 months. It's been sitting in the corner. But here we go. Just a little bit, see if you can guess what it is. If I can get it right. What's that song off of?
The riff's there. I've got the riff.
Can you guess what song it was?
I'm going to ask the audience. Okay.
That's another song if people can guess what that one is. Oh, I should start playing. That's the song that I wrote. I did it live on radio. I used to do a radio show where you could do it. Basically, that's where Freddie Fox started, and I had 2 minutes while a song was playing. Somebody would suggest the subject, and I had to write a song. And I wrote a song about Blue Peter, and it went. I used to watch it when I was small with my brother Paul. Blue Peter. John Noakes, Peter Purvis. Peter Purvis used to present a show, and a guy called Tony Hart designed the logo. Blue Peter. Oh bugger! I forgot to put money in the parking meter. And I sung this live on air. And you can imagine why I got kicked off the station.
This could be the birth of a new musical career for Fonz. Have you got something you've been asked to do a tad more, just a smidgen, a little bit, to before we end the show?
What, the first one?
Go the first one, yeah.
If I don't. It's quite. It's a well-known song.
Yeah.
It actually released after the person died. I'll have to get it tuned in and do it properly. Tune it all back up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Just do it.
I tell you what. I write a song specially.
The I Live Here.
Yeah, I live here. Come and join me here.
Cheryl is smiling and saying it's very interesting. Gospel is smiling too. Everybody's smiling, and well,
they're crying. Please,
well,
stop
I've got to say,
please stop it.
This is the best sort of show where it just rolls along and we just and just talk about anything and everything, because we've covered Doctor Who, UFOs.
What we should do, really, like we're saying, all different names for different shows. We should just have the Steven and Fonz show, and like anything goes. Okay,
right. Let's just do it.
I think we should do that. The Steven. So it don't matter what's on the show. People can anything can happen.
Right, and
the second verse is the same as the first. It is actually. It's the same chords. This is the 1950s, people. It's only got 3 chords.
They haven't invented the other ones. Right. Okay.
Shall I give it away? People will know it. But you got to remember it's a bit out of tune, and I haven't played in a while. So I'll give it away. The Peggy Sue one was quite easy. The one that I just did, the one that I just did over again was 3 Steps to Heaven by Eddie Cochran. Dun, 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 dun. So people think, oh yeah. And the one I did after that, just quickly, was Children of Revolution by T-Rex.
Yeah, I did get it. Was there? I heard it. I got it, but I couldn't get the. That was a Mandela effect.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, just to catch up, we have 2 people saying the same thing at the same time. So
that's a Mandela effect.
No, it's not. It's basically Becky said the show should be called Anything Goes, and at the same time, spookily, Charles said the Anything Goes show.
That's what we should call it then.
Anything Goes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Watch out for the Anything Goes show. And Becky's saying it's a bit like 3 Steps to Heaven.
Spot on.
Right, we can't go a show without mention of Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah.
And Do Comfortably Numb. Yes, brilliant idea.
My fingers are quite comfortably numb at the moment where I haven't played it in a while.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say something else, but I've completely forgot. So
okay,
oh yeah, if we did a show, quickly say it, anything goes. I should bring back.
Okay.
Got to write a song in 2 minutes. So through the first half of the show, people I've got to suggest like a subject about the song, and I have to write a song before the end of the show.
Okay,
that'd be hilarious.
Let's do it. Okay. Well, to everybody who's joined us today, this has been a fantastic experience from this side of the camera. We can tell that you've enjoyed it too. We'll be back next week, definitely with either here, because we have enough video to fill a show. And then watch out for, from Fonz and I, anything goes. Fonz, over to you.
Yeah, no, thanks for everybody who joined, and sorry about the guitar playing. I will tune it in properly and actually probably get a little bit more practice, and I've been meaning to do that anyway. But counselling will help you through that, and I can strongly recommend a few contacts if you need them. But till next week, do take care.
Bye everybody. And that's a wrap. Thank you.